We're in the far west of Tokyo, so we're about as far away in Tokyo as you can be from the actual damage. We felt the quake quite violently. It went on for a very, very long time. In my 20 years in Japan, it is definitely the biggest quake we've ever been through.
What happened to you at that point when the impact occurred?
I was actually at home, and so we went out of the house, out into the neighborhood, and it was shaking quite violently. And of course, as soon as it came on, we worried about our children who were downtown in school. It took us about most of the day to get them back home. And once they were home safely, then I turned my attention to working with CRASH, which is our Christian Relief Assistance Support and Hope Network of churches that we've been training for the last 6 years to deal with disaster.
Describe what it is that you can do in this kind of a situation with CRASH.
Well, what we're doing is we're coordinating all of the churches in Japan, all of the mission organizations, and helping them to work together so that we can mobilize hopefully thousands and thousands of volunteers safely and effectively up into that region.
How would you describe the situation you find yourself in right now? Are you meeting the basic needs of life? Is that the mode you're in?
No, we're not doing that yet. We're ramping up to do that. Right now is the rescue phase, so we have a lot of military personnel, emergency services, those types of people that have gone up into that region. It's still very unstable, very dangerous. There's been tremendous loss of life. There's, of course, radiation leakages that we're worried about. It's a complex emergency of earthquake plus tsunami. So what we're doing right now is establishing bases of operation in those areas. We're contacting all of the churches throughout the entire region, finding out if they're okay, finding out if they need help or if they're able to help others and they need help to do that. Many of them are just glad to be alive. Many of them are cut off and isolated. It's very difficult to get in food, water, things they need to live. And so we'll be trying to get out to a lot of the smaller, remoter communities. A lot of the attention, of course, is going to the epicenters, the communities that were most damaged. But there are many, many people throughout that region that are very nervous, very scared, and are cut off from other places.
Now, because of that difficulty in moving around, are you able to get aid or receive aid from outside areas to help in that way?
It's quite difficult, actually, because at this point, Tokyo itself, with 24 million people, we're experiencing brownouts, rolling brownouts. Train services aren't working as they normally do. We are also having issues with people buying food in panic. So food's not on the shelves. So it's not just the northern region that's affected, but actually all of Tokyo is also quite chaotic at this point.
I realize this is a big question, but for those of us on the outside looking to help in Japan,
yeah.
What is your biggest way in which we can assist you?
Well, of course, it's prayer. We need all the prayer we can get. I personally need all the prayer that I can get. This is a big role, and it's a daunting task. Second of all, if you can send money to help in the support effort, that of course is the easiest way. Later on, the recovery effort for this quake, this disaster, will probably be something along a year, possibly more. We're not even done with the disaster yet. So once we stop receiving damage, then we can start deciding how long it's going to take, or give an estimate of how long it's going to recover. Until the nuclear reactors are done, we really don't know. And we also have a very high likelihood of experiencing great aftershocks. There are many, many places that we simply cannot get through to. A lot of the cell phones are down. A lot of the landlines are down. Many of those places are without gas or electricity or those basic necessities or water. Down here in Tokyo, we all have all of those things. The problem is that they're starting to turn them off to save and conserve. One of the biggest things right now that we don't have is gasoline. All of the filling stations have ran out of gasoline. And they're rationing it out, and so the lines are incredibly long. and then the electricity. So they'll be turning off our electricity here pretty soon. We're starting to work with generators.